So today, we're going to dig into a really profound theme from the Bible, one that honestly touches every single part of our lives. We're talking about how to live with integrity and trust, and we're getting our insights straight from Psalm 25.
Okay, let's just dive right in with this verse because it's the anchor for our entire conversation. It draws this incredible line connecting integrity with protection. It suggests that integrity isn't just about being a good person, it's actually a kind of shield. And the key to that protection? It's all about where you place your hope.
Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, it's super important to see the bigger picture here. Psalm 25, which was written by David, isn't some bold declaration of strength. It's actually the complete opposite. It's a prayer from the heart, from someone who gets that he is totally dependent on a sovereign God for everything. For guidance, for forgiveness, for protection. All right, so that brings us to our first huge lesson from this psalm, this idea of seeking God's guidance. And not just for the big life-altering decisions, but as a daily habit, something rooted in that sense of dependence we just talked about.
All through this psalm, you see David just pleading, show me your ways, teach me your paths, guide me in your truth. And this isn't just a one-and-done kind of thing. It's a whole mindset, a posture of humility. It's admitting that on our own, we really can't direct our own steps. It's about actively asking for that divine compass from the one who is in control of the entire journey.
So the question is, why is this so critical? Why does it matter if we consciously do this, if we seek this guidance every single day? Well, the payoff for having this kind of mindset is just huge. When we're actively seeking God's guidance, we're way less likely to get tossed around by our feelings or by pressure from other people. It helps us step back from just reacting to things. And really, the crucial point here is that this practice keeps us grounded, It keeps us aligned with a truth that doesn't just change with our circumstances. So how do we actually do this? Honestly, it starts pretty simply. Just ask. Make it part of your daily routine. Then you've got to spend time in the Bible to actually learn about the God you're asking for help. Come to him with a humble and teachable spirit. And this is the tough part for sure, you have to trust his direction, even when it is absolutely not the path you would have picked for yourself. All right, let's move on to our second big lesson, and you'll see how this builds on the first. This is where we loop all the way back to our opening verse, this idea of building an integrity that actually protects you. Now check out this definition of integrity. It's so much more than just being honest, right? It's about living consistently with God's truth, especially when nobody's watching. And notice the foundation of it all. Your confidence is in the Lord, not in your own ability to be a good person. That's a huge distinction. This brings us back to that really fascinating idea from the start. How in the world can a character trait, integrity, actually work like a shield or a guard in your life? Well, here's how it works. Integrity is like an anchor. It's not built when everyone's watching. It's forged in private in all those small choices you make. Because of that, it becomes solid. So when the public storms of life hit, that private character is what keeps you grounded in truth, keeping you from being swept away by compromise or chaos. The practical steps here are, they're deeply personal. It really starts with some honest self-examination. Does the person you are in private line up with the person you show to the world? It means making an active choice for honesty over and over, especially when it's hard. And at its core, it's all about shifting your hope away from your own strength and onto God, asking him to do the work of shaping your character, a work only he can truly do. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground, from seeking daily guidance to building a character of integrity that protects. So what's the one core message you should carry with you from all of this?
It all boils down to this one powerful idea. This is the whole thing in a nutshell. Notice the two parts are totally linked. Living with integrity is made possible as you place your hope in God. One flows directly from the other. You can't really have one without the other.
So I want to leave you with a question to really think about. And it's a challenging one for sure, but it gets right to the very heart of everything we've talked about today. Does your private life, the one that no one else sees, reflect the same integrity as your public life?